Good morning, collective. Welcome back to my channel. It's Ali here once again for Star-Spirit messages, daily messages from the universe for Friday, September the 23rd. So let's jump right into the reading. Okay, and thank you again for your patience regarding the weekly reading. Okay, I just finished that and posted. Usually they are posted on Thursdays. There was just a little glitch with YouTube yesterday, so I just posted that this morning. And again, that's for next week, the 26th through until October the 2nd, which is a Sunday. Let's take a look for today. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for today, September the 23rd? Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Okay. All right, let's get some clarity as to what that is about. Spirit, can you provide... That was very fast. It landed upright, so I'm not sure what it, or face down, pardon me, so I'm not sure what that is. Ooh, another flyer. Spirit, can we get, you guys, all the cards are falling up before I'm even having a chance to finish the question. Spirit, can we get some further clarity on bringing love into this specific situation here? Can I get two more cards? Okay, so I'll take the two that fell out. Let's take a look. So first one was this one. What's this? Okay. All right, so we have the Two of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands, then I saw this one next, Two of Pentacles, and what is this one? Judgment. Interesting. Okay. So immediately, you guys, with just the way that the cards came out, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4. So these four here that came out first, those were flippers or jumpers. Often jumpers, when they come out of the tarot deck, they're the messages. They don't necessarily have more energy, but in terms of their importance, but they're the ones that really need to be heard. Okay, so they jump out to kind of bring that specific card to your attention. Okay, so yeah, immediately, you guys, I am getting that there's a conflict that you're having, both in your own head with the Two of Swords here, about money, and also this conflict is involving your family and friends. Okay, so there's definitely a conversation that either you have had today or is in your energy regarding money. Okay, and it's actually pretty straightforward here because the Two of Swords here is all about being in your own mental prison. Okay, you can see how the character on this particular card, she's blindfolded. There's some strings around her as well, and she's kind of being harassed, for lack of a better word here, by two crows. Okay, two black birds here, and she's also wearing black. So with the symbolism behind this card here, it's not only just Two of Swords in terms of being trapped in your own mind here, but also feeling like you have no way out. Okay, so there's a really big obstacle that you've been thinking about, and you feel literally tied up, literally trapped. Okay, you feel like you can't, there's no light at the end of this particular tunnel, and with the problem, and I get it's about finances again, your thoughts that are ruminating about abundance at this time aren't positive. Okay, they're actually quite negative, quite dark, and you're feeling like you don't really have a choice. You're stuck where you are here in regards to the finances. Okay, and it's bringing about a lot of conflict. Five of Wands is conflict, arguments, heated discussions with those that are most close to you. So it could be family, could also be friends, okay, that don't necessarily agree with either how you're spending money. I keep getting the word debt, you guys, D-E-B-T, debt. I'm getting that two main scenarios are jumping out at me here. Either you are not currently in the collective, as a collective, we aren't handling money very well at this moment, okay? And when I say well, not that there's a lack of abundance, but perhaps you do have an appropriate amount of income here, whether that's from a main job, a side job. But I'm not getting a lack of abundance as much as I'm getting that the abundance is being mismanaged. Okay, so that's scenario number one. Scenario number two that keeps coming to mind here is that, and this could, again, take it as it resonates, okay? This could be for, the first scenario could be for you, and if that doesn't resonate, it could be the second scenario that I'm about to discuss here. So again, first scenario is that there's been a mismanaging of the money, which is causing conflict and turmoil because you do recognize the habits and patterns that you have, but you're finding it difficult to change and perhaps save more or allocate more efficiently to different areas of your life. Scenario number two that again keeps popping up, especially with the Five of Wands here, is that there are some of us in the collective that might owe someone money, okay, and that's getting to us. Okay, so perhaps fallen on hard times in the past, you've borrowed money from family and friends, and now that your financial situation has taken more of an upswing, and you are able to pay back, it's causing conflicts because perhaps there is a delay in paying people back, and you find that those who you've borrowed from are asking for their money back, and it's kind of all at once. And it's causing a lot of conflict because you do have the resources, but it may be that you can only pay those who have helped you over time, okay? And again, take it as it resonates. This could be what's happening to you, that perhaps you've loaned someone money and it wasn't necessarily a gift. It was more so, okay, I'll help you out, but I do expect this money back, back at some point. So there was a particular agreement I see here that you could be the person that owes someone money, or someone could owe you some money, okay? Again, take it how it resonates, but whether it's scenario one or scenario two, it's causing a lot of conflict, both inner turmoil with your own thoughts and then outer conflict as well. You feel quite pressured by this financial situation. And with the Two of Pentacles and the Judgment, you're trying to find balance between a helpful situation for yourself and then also being able to help others here. So bring more balance into the situation. So like I said, scenario one would be you're trying to get your finances in order. So bringing balance with the Two of Pentacles in terms of how you can allocate your finances in a way that suits your current situation better. And then if you are in scenario number two here, with either being owed money or owing someone money here, I'm getting that you're trying to come up with a way to be able to do that, but also take care of yourself. So if you say you have $2,000 with every paycheck that comes in and you get paid bi-weekly, just say that's the case. It might not be the case. Again, take it how it resonates. But I'm getting that you're looking for, with scenario number two, you're looking for a way to be able to cover your own expenses and still have a little bit of money to have some fun and relax here. But then also too, looking at that scenario for yourself and how you can pay back this money, or how this person that's in your energy can pay back the money that they owe to you. Okay, but in either case, whether it's scenario one or scenario two, you're feeling judged. You're either feeling judged if you are the person that owes the money, or you are the person that is trying to get your finances in order, or you're judging other people for their financial situation at the moment, okay? And it's causing a lot of stress. Like I said, inner turmoil, mental imprisonment of your own thoughts, from your own thoughts, and conflict. Whether that's vocalized conflict or not, that you will know best, okay? Sometimes the Five of Wands, yes, it is about conflict, it is about arguments, but it's not necessarily like yelling or raising your voice or calling people out of their name. It can be so much, so as little, not as little, I don't want to belittle it, but it can be something as subtle, more subtle, that involves passive aggression, okay, or ignoring someone. So if someone's calling you, to talk about this money situation here, perhaps you're ignoring their calls. So you could be screening their calls, screening their messages, and letting it go to read or voicemail. Okay, and with bring love into the situation here, I feel like the approaches that are currently happening in the situation are not going to bring any kind of resolve to the problem. Let's take a look at what we can do here, collective, to solve this situation. Okay, with the Two of Swords, we have paired with the Three of Cups. Can I get 4 more cards here, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles. Oh, well, that one rolled away. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, it's quite fitting. 5 of Wands. King of Pentacles. 2 more, please, Spirit. And all those 3 cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot were also, these 3 here, were also jumpers. Except for the Knight of Swords. That was kind of funny. It jumped, but then it also kind of rolled away. Kind of flipped, which is typical of the Knight of Swords. It is the fastest moving knight of all the knights in the deck. So it was just going and going and going. Okay, what else do we have? Queen of Swords. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, it's the second time actually you've gotten the Eight of Cups here. 1 for the weekly reading and then 1 for this daily message here. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so with the Two of Swords, we have a pairing between the Two of Swords and the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is about celebration, but it's usually celebration between people who you see as family. They could be friends, but you might see them as family. So here, paired with the Two of Swords especially, you are in your mind about the financial situation that's happening, but also with the opinions of others around you. You're kind of letting that get into your mental space. So maybe there are comments or opinions that others are giving you in terms of how you're spending your money or how you can pay money back, things like that. And you don't necessarily agree, but these opinions and these perspectives that are outside of yourself have seeped into your mind here. And it's actually become quite conflicting in your mind. Okay, so it's essentially you've experienced other people's perspectives kind of crashing into your own here. Okay, next we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. And like I said, so this card jumped out like this, and then it kind of did like a little twirl here, which was interesting because the Knight of Swords, like I said, is the fastest moving knight in the deck, okay, quite impulsive. So perhaps when it comes to your Ace of Pentacles, especially if you're resonating more with scenario number 1, that when money comes to you, you do have an abundance of it, but you're actually quite impulsive in your decision to spend it. Okay, you see something you like at the store and you hardly think twice. So you know what, I'm going to get it. So then it becomes more of a spender's mindset as opposed to a saver's mindset, or some sort of balance and mix in between both. Okay, so if that is you, Spirit is saying that 1, there needs to be a balance that's given here towards your enjoyment and also your needs. You do need to make sure that you have enough abundance in your account here to cover your needs, and then decide how you're going to kind of split up the rest for your wants here. Okay. And then next we have the Five of Wands, so the conflict card, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. And even though this is the King of Pentacles, I am getting more of the, not so much pentacles as in a huge abundance of money, because as you can see, he's draped in grapes, he's draped in gold, he's draped, and he looks very proud, very confident here with his money. And he's just kind of, if you can see, he's staring directly at that coin here. But with this particular scenario, I'm getting more so that Spirit is urging you to bring love into this situation and have more of a calm attitude when you're approached with this conflict or when you're around this conflict. Because what can often happen is that conflict will become worse or get more aggressive in certain ways, with either raising voices or just gossiping, things like that. And often that will happen the more you engage, right? You kind of light the fire's lit and you kind of keep adding timber to it by making comments and remarks and things like that. But the more that you are in this more calm, confident attitude, it is going to help. Okay, especially with scenario number one, that others are telling you, kind of might be telling you, or you might be telling someone else how to spend their money. Take that step back, okay, and realize that, again, for scenario number one, it's not a lack of money, but it's a mismanagement of money that I keep getting. And for scenario number two, if you do owe someone money here, or they owe you money, I'm getting a sense that the hounding needs to, not the hounding, it's another word to more accurately describe, the persistence that you're having in either asking this person for your money back or them asking you for their money back. It's actually causing a separation. Because like I said, he looks quite prideful, very, very confident, but almost overconfident. So for scenario number two, if someone owes you money or you owe them money, you got to take that wall down, okay? Again, bring love into the situation, and not be so quick to judge or to feel like you're being judged, okay? So kind of separate yourself from those emotions as much as possible, because it's getting you in your own head here. Okay? And very straightforward with the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, okay? The Queen of Swords is someone who is quite cold. Cold and calculating in a way that the energy reserves for both the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, which is still in the deck here, didn't come out today, but very discerning and very deliberate in where energy is placed. So the same thing with the Two of Pentacles. We mix that discernment with balance here, and you will keep your eye on the prize, right? She's wearing her crown here. She has her sword of truth. She's sitting on her throne. So you know exactly what your goal is. You're just kind of figuring out what steps to take to get there so that you could be more balanced when it comes to your finances. And then lastly, we have Major Arcana of the Judgment, okay, and the Eight of Cups. So walking away from what no longer serves you, including this judgment, okay? So if you're feeling judged by everyone around you with how you spend your money, again, scenario one, or you're feeling pestered by someone who is asking for their money, again, rightfully so if that was the agreement that was made between you, but you feel like it's too overwhelming right now, what we often do as a defense mechanism in the collective here, the 3D experience, is that we judge that person. Okay, we turn our attention and a lot of times our accountability onto what's on the outside. So, oh, if they didn't bother me so much, I would just give them back their money, or and I wouldn't feel so like I wanted to hang on to it because now I might be spiteful, right? We as human beings, we go through these periods where if there is conflict, our heart chakra does become a little bit closed, okay? We can be more focused in our egos, which could talk about like jealousy and spite and things like that. So if someone is asking us for money, again, if that was the agreement with scenario number one, we need to drop that judgment and walk away from it because it's not serving us. And vice versa, if we're asking someone else for money, even just that pestering, while you, as the collective, with that agreement, might have a right to that particular money being owed back to you, perhaps the approach right now with a lot of the judgment is actually making the situation worse. Okay, so you need to find different ways to approach the situation if that is the case. Spirit, can we get some final clarity or some final advice here for scenario one and scenario number two with this finance here? Either way, you guys, it does look like right now, at least, you're in an area where there is some sort of mismanagement on money, for both scenario one and scenario two. So let's see what the outcome and advice is from Spirit. Spirit, what is the final outcome of this particular situation? So we know to bring more love and understanding into the situation, okay, for it to resolve itself. But what can we also do to make sure it resolves itself in a positive way versus a way in which these patterns just continue here? Okay, emotions are running high. Right on the conflict card here. Spirit, can I get one more, please? So we do know that emotions are running high, especially with this particular, with the judgment card and everything coming here. Spirit, what is the advice that you have? Any advice? Maybe there's no advice today. Oh, this one flipped out. What is this? Have faith in your dreams. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you, universe, for that clarity here. So even though, and it's all purple chakra, I noticed as well. So yes, definitely follow your intuition, you guys. Follow what feels good. Don't get too wrapped up in the conflict that is happening right now, because it's not going to serve you as much. So yeah, follow your intuition and bring healing. And it's interesting because I even have the amethyst, the purple amethyst, as our stone for today. And it's all purple, 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 purple. So perhaps purple is your favorite color. That could resonate with you. Purple also symbolizes healing, okay? So by bringing love into this particular situation, even though the emotions are running high, you can get the outcome that you want, which is everyone to be balanced with their finances, okay? And for you, if someone owes you money or vice versa, that those situations are resolved in a timely manner. And then we have don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo at the bottom here. Yeah, don't let pride get in your way, you guys. The situation can be healed with finances. And I know when it comes to money and abundance, these discussions can be very challenging, very tricky, and very sticky. It can be an uncomfortable topic. Doesn't have to be. But I'm getting right now that it's kind of the situation for the collective, scenario 1 or scenario 2, has come to almost a peak here, and you're tired of it, okay? But bringing love into the situation will help expand your understanding and expand your perspective, and it's more likely to resolve in a quicker, more positive manner than having to keep up this conflict here. And there you have it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, this is the daily message for Friday, September the 23rd, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for Saturday's daily reading and message from the universe. Thank you so much and take care.